Thank you, audience, for joining. The Success Talk Show presents open mic event, and we'll start with our today's first performance. Hani, ma'am, welcome you. And we are starting with a very wonderful book that is "You Can Heal Your Life." Even the title itself gives an hope and gives an possibility and also empowers the reader with a positive note that yes, you have capacity and you can heal your life. Definitely, we all have different kinds of wounds, different kinds of injuries for our soul, for our body, for our mind, for our pockets sometimes. And there are many types of wounds and injuries that can be healed by yourself. And for that, I welcome Honey ma'am. Honey ma'am is a retired teacher and she has started her own journey for coaching and training and empowering more people in India as well as international. She has her online courses. She has her own spiritual journey. And thank you, Haniji, for being in a contact with me, connected with me, and through this particular platform, share your abundance of knowledge, abundance of work experience to our audience. The stage is yours, ma'am.
So, namaste everybody. Okay, thank you, Rohanji, for inviting me to talk about this book. This book is super, super, super close to my heart. So, those who know me, they really know that I'm such a great fan of You Can Heal Your Life book because this was a book which transformed my life. I wouldn't say my life alone. It's like 50 million copies. That 50 into 10 lakhs, 500 crores. I mean, if I'm okay with the numbers, that many copies have been sold all across the globe and it has been translated in almost all regional languages. I know of Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, Malayali, not Sindhi, of course, and all many. India itself has 22 different languages. This book has been translated Spanish and Portuguese and all those other languages as well. So, everybody, thank you for being here. And if you haven't read this book or if you haven't even heard about it, it's a time that you can take a look at it. I'll be just briefing about this book because this book is like a Bible to me. You know, the Bible to a Christian devotee. It's like that close to my heart. And the author, Louise Hay, so her picture's next to my guru every time in my shelf because I totally look up to her, none less than God. I mean, superb is a word. So this was my copy. You can see it has been torn into different and then I got it bounded. So much I have read it and everywhere the bookmarks and everything, if you can see it, so all these things, it turned into two this thing and everywhere the highlighting and everything. So because every page has something for you. Now, before I really start about the book review as such, I would say this is the most, like I have read almost all the books in my library, all the books here. I have Kindle 250 books. I have audio books in Audible, so many. But this book, when it comes to this book, this is like word to word. It's so very powerful. So this is the new version of this book. Like I will always have all the copies of it because as I told you, this book has transformed many people's life across the globe. Now, what about what is there in this book which connects to so many people? I'm sure if you start reading it, if you really get a chance to at least read it, if not, you can listen to the audiobook on Audible or YouTube, or you have a Kindle ebook, anything. So what happens in this book is it talks about the power you have. Many other books are talking about that your thoughts create your world, power of subconscious mind, and then you have so many power within you. So there are many books, and I love them all. I would say everything has their own specific way of doing it, or the concentrate in that. But this book, when you read it, if you really start reading it, you will connect immediately. The language is so simple. And I feel when she's written this book, it has been written with a beautiful energy to really heal the reader's life. It is not only the words or the pages, it's the energy of Louise Hay which touches your heart. That's what I realize now when I'm becoming an energy healer or a coach, when I talk to people, when I have my own videos or my courses. It's not my language or my words reaching them. It's about I put the intention, I put that energy, and then the transformation happens. I believe Louise Hay, while writing this, has done the same thing. And every chapter chapter starts in a very, systematic manner. It talks about where do you come from? What do you believe in? What was your past? Where are you stuck? So you relate, and each one of us, I'm sure, is stuck somewhere or the other. It could be either relationship or in your health and body or in your finances or career or something. Or maybe you have everything by God's grace. But then when we have the spiritual crisis, like, you're wondering, why am I living? What is the purpose of my life? I've achieved everything. So wherever we are, whether we have achieved everything or whether we are growing, this book is for everyone. To the most achieved person who has achieved everything, to the one who's struggling to find his own identity, to the person who's going through a lot of health challenges, a person who's going through a lot of career challenges, not a beautiful job, or working in an abusive environment, or you have a business but that's not picking up. Money is there, but money is not there for yourself. It just comes and goes. So all the areas of life are beautifully covered here. Okay. And the most important part is, after covering all the areas, it is said that you can heal your life. You don't have to go here and there and everywhere. All the answers, all the power lies within you. And not only that, it is easy to say you can heal your life and you do it. But how do I do it? I'm stuck here. So the book gives you the answer step by step. The way I told you, I have marked everything. Why do you think I must have marked? Okay, I was like, this is also for me. This is also for me. This is also for me. I've filled so many pages in my notebook, whatever is written and whatever was related to me. Because there was a time in 2000, before 2007 or 8, that was the time when I got this book. I was struggling in all areas: my health, my relationships, my money, my career, what else? I mean, everywhere, right? And I was wearing a big glasses, I wanted to test whether this book really works. Louise Hay healed her cancer, completely healed without medicine, without chemo, without surgery, using the power of this book. And after that, she healed. She has written the book. Her story is there in the chapter number 16, where she tells us, like, from the abusive childhood to a very poor young teenage to becoming a mother at 16 years old. She was raped and all those things, to be high school failure, but then studying the science of mind, studying the deep spiritual processes and all those things. She created something called about the healing of the body. The book was You Can Heal Your Body, was the first book. And suddenly she got cancer. And that time it was her time to work on all the principles on herself, so that she can test whatever I'm teaching to other, is it working with me? And miraculously, within 6 months of the practices, whatever she has given, anger release technique, forgiveness technique, blessing everybody, eating a good nutritious food, loving your body completely, each and every part, not disowning anything. When she did all this, doctors declared she was cancer free. And she knew it from within. When I'm doing all these work, universe is supporting me. I'm into alignment with the universe. I have to be fine. And then she wrote this book that You Can Heal Your Life. So when I read the book, I wanted to test, can I also do it? He was it different, like, Lewis can do, I cannot. So I used to wear specs from my ninth standard till I was around 35, 37 when I got to read this book, I think. Yeah. And then I started doing whatever was written. You can see clearly now. It is safe to look within. So all the disease, probable causes and affirmations are given. Everybody must have it. If you have the medical kit in the house, like you have crocin, you have headache ke liye, you have acidity ke liye, all those things. If you have one, I don't have one. I have only You Can Heal Your Life book for my healing on all the patterns. So you can have this book, easy reference. It's alphabetically arranged so that if you have a headache, you have acidity, you have fractures. I've healed my fracture without taking the plaster or medicine. I told you I removed my specs. I got to heal of my laryngitis. I became a international life coach. I'm actually Heal Your Life coach now. Whatever principles and all those things are taught in the book, I have got trained myself. I got advanced training in Thailand from the American teachers. After Louise, then her students became the teacher who took over, because this thing is so very powerful. It is so simple, but yet so powerful that it affects everyone. It is not, it affects only for her or me or not you. It works with everybody if you work with it. So that is how I transform my life. The way I talk, the way I live every day. It's a magic and miraculous thing. So the book actually talk about all areas, the problems, how do we heal it, and the solution. So you name any problem. I mean, I really say any problem. I have not found even now this problem solution is not there in this book. So this book I think it's a must have in everybody's shelf, bookshelf, or maybe book table, or maybe side table when you sleep. If you are into reading and you've not read this, I feel you have not read anything. I mean, I might be biased because after this, physical transformation is the one which will really give the proof. Yeah, this works. And of course, with your career, with your money, with the type of people I live with the kind of spiritual growth that I experienced after doing the work which I'm doing with it. And not only me now, with my students, my coaching clients which are there, my people who come for my workshop, everybody, not even a single person can say, no, honey, I did not get any benefit from this. It's impossible. I can claim it clearly. So I don't know what else to tell about this book. You must be reading this book for sure. It's available in all the languages. And there is audiobook, there is a movie, You Can Heal Your Life, and there is a YouTube video also on that. In any form, if you can connect to Louise Hay, you will see the shift in your life. If you want to see the shift in your life, one. If you are ready to see the shift in your life, two. When you are ready, the master appears. So if you're listening to me attentively, and if there is something going on in your life, if there is something you're struggling with or you're looking answers for, or maybe out of curiosity, my highly recommended book 10 years ago was You Can Heal Your Life. Today, You Can Heal Your Life 10 years hence also. Even if I write my books, I will still recommend You Can Heal Your Life book is a must in everybody's house. And I have gifted to so many different people, whomever I knew, but now it's your chance to do it. So if you have any questions or something, most welcome. I'm done.
Very awesome, awesome.
Thank
Going
you.
ahead. So when we talk about the book review and book importance, you clearly mentioned and your own experiences about the book and the takeaways from the book. So if someone has not yet read this book, not having this book, you are definitely going to recommend him or her to this book. But I just wanted to ask you, what will be the three important points from this book that you have taken up, digested, utilized, and definitely keeping aside that you have taken their further training or further coaching certification? But apart from that, only your first reading of this particular book, what are the three thoughts came in your mind? Just share that with our audience.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me. Yeah, so whatever happened, whatever healing happened, that was much before I got myself trained. Through the book alone, not through anything. I did not know there is a coaching industry. I did not know whether there are coaches somewhere in America, they conduct training. I had no idea of this industry, no idea of any workshops. But this book itself, the very first thing was, You Can Heal Your Life itself gave me the power, like, okay, I can do it. I don't have to hunt here. I was a seeker from my childhood. Okay, maybe here I'll go to church, it will happen. Maybe I'll go to satsang, I'll get the solution. Maybe I'll read the psychology, spiritual book. But the thing was that it was very empowering when it came through the book that you can heal your life, and you is not ordinary. We all are extraordinary. We all have that power to create anything and everything you really want to. So that was number one thing. Second thing, all the problems. You can come with thousands of different problems, but the root lies in lack of loving yourself. It's only when you do not love yourself enough, you create those problems, because when you can heal your life, you can mess up your life as well with your thoughts. So maybe whatever thing we created before knowing this thing. So it is the second thing was loving yourself will heal and clear everything. I wouldn't say almost everything, every problem, right from your basics, roti kapda makan, we can say, to your advanced achievements of your titles and everything, and then to the contribution, go to the level of serving people, then go to the level of merging one with the God. That is Aham Brahmasmi. Everything starts from loving yourself. If you do not love yourself, you will not take these steps to go forward in any of these areas. So that was my number two, and that is what I call, I'm like, I don't want to teach how to attract more money, how to do this and that. I will teach how to love yourself, and everything else will fall in place. That happened. The third one is, you are responsible for everything happening in your life. You cannot blame anybody, your parents, your situation, your country, your culture. You are responsible for whatever you have created. That gives you a feeling of guilt sometimes. Oh my God, why did I create this? I was so bad. But at the same time, when you love yourself with lots of love and compassion, she mentioned, It is not to make you fall in the guilt trip. It's about taking your power. You had the power to create this mess or create this whatever you don't like to see. Now take this responsibility, create something new which you want to. So, like, you have the power and you are responsible. You cannot blame anyone at all. So, three takeaways: you have the power, loving yourself, and you are responsible for your life. And then I took the responsibility and then took the steps over it. And the journey continues. It's not you achieve everything in life. The journey continues. You take responsibility. The things happen sometimes. Again, you remind yourself, okay, you are responsible. Now I can switch over. So this is a long life journey, but you feel empowered. You have the power. You don't give your key to anybody else, or you don't give your music keyword to somebody else. Your life, your rules, your way of living. You create, you pay, or you suffer, or you enjoy, or you do whatever. It's so simple. Yeah. Thank you.
Really, really awesome. I can see the feedback of the audience in the chat box. Definitely. Audience, you can give your feedback in the chat box. And definitely, ma'am, as you said, self love and knowing that we have the power is one of the important, takeaways we can see from this book. And also, the last one, which is very important, when we take responsibility of our own life, we are going to take action. We are going to get the results from that action. Definitely. So I would like to ask all the audience to start writing what they have with them. Like we know that there is a concept called as a gratitude journal. Which is giving us reminding that we have so many good things with us, and we should be thankful to the universe. That I really thankful all of the participants here who are performing, as well as the people who are as an audience, those who are consuming this value. And I really thankful the universe that I become a medium. The Success Talk Show presents open mic event become the medium to share this all information to the audience and taking that audience to their next level. So thank you, Honey ma'am, for joining in. And I want some of my audiences to come on stage, come on the spotlight and share their experiences. Just yes, Deepak ji. Yes. Just give me a moment, Deepak ji.
Yes, it was a very nice, yeah, very nice book review what ma'am has given. And actually, I just ordered from Amazon now this book
Yeah.
because it's so awesome that everyone want to heal themselves and want to get rid of our problems or even the diseases. And especially I'm drinking this Kangen water and it is useful in cancer and all this kind of diseases. So I know when your product or your book or your thoughts help the people, it's really awesome. And I've just ordered and definitely I'll go through and like to understand from you in case able to understand any of it. Thank you, sir.
Anyway, thank you for sharing. Thank you for ordering. It will make a difference, I'm sure. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your feedback. And we are going to the next performance. Thank you, Honey ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you for choosing higher consciousness. Namaste.